DeepSeek has dethroned ChatGPT to become the most downloaded free app on the Apple App Store in the US. Now imagine this. There is a kid who wants to become a chef. He has all the resources. He went to the best culinary school and learned from the best chefs out there. For example, Gordon Ramsay. The teachers provides him with all the recipes, shows him how to cook properly, how much salt to add as well, and also corrects all his mistakes. He grows up to become that textbook chef who follows every single rules to create the perfect dish. This kid is basically ChatGPT. Hence, ChatGPT becomes really good at following recipes perfectly. This method of learning is called supervised learning, where you are learning straight from your teachers. Now imagine there is another kid who wants to become a chef as well. He doesn't have all the resources like the previous person. Hence, he simply goes to the kitchen and experiments a lot with whatever he has. He takes the most random ingredients, tries different recipes, and see works out the best. He has a more hands-on approach. Sometimes he totally fails with his experiments and he learns from his mistakes. And sometimes he creates something that is totally new, a dish that no one has ever thought before. And this person is basically DeepSeek. This method of learning is called reinforcement learning, where you are learning from your mistakes by experimenting. So now the real question is, who is the better chef, ChatGPT or DeepSeek? Well, both the chefs are amazing. It will come down to what you want to eat. If you want a perfectly cooked and classic dish that you're already aware of, chicken biryani for example, don't want any experiments, in that case ChatGPT is the way to go. However, if you want to try out something new, maybe something like butter chicken flavored momos, this might actually be something I might want to try. For such cases, DeepSeek is your chef. Hope you now have the idea about how the two AI models operate. But before we get into more details and start comparing the two, keep this in mind that the basic version of ChatGPT is free. The pricing of the premium version is not really budget friendly, whereas DeepSeek is completely free as of now, and its API costs are also much more affordable. And also, DeepSeek is open source, unlike ChatGPT, although it's supposed to be OpenAI. So today we are basically gonna compare the two and find out how these two AIs can help you if you're a student or simply a layman out there. But before we start comparing the two AI assistants, I would like to show you a funny thing. If I ask DeepSeek where West Bengal is located, it will give me the answer. On the contrary, this happens when I ask where Arunachal Pradesh is located. It's owned by China, so hope you get my point. So we are gonna do a series of tests to find out which is the ideal app for you. Which AI model will help you get the most natural answers in the layman's perspective. So these are the prompts we're gonna test with both ChatGPT as well as DeepSeek. I've mostly seen videos regarding this on a coder's perspective. So for this one, we're gonna focus more for the average user, like the day-to-day scenarios. So first things first, let's ask which one is better and why to both of them. So the speed of ChatGPT is definitely much more superior than that of DeepSeek. So for general users, ChatGPT is still better choice due to its well-rounded capabilities in conversation. So the idea that I'm getting from here is that DeepSeek is mostly beneficial for technical or research-oriented tasks, whereas for creative tasks and general conversation, ChatGPT is still the better choice as of now. And also, I'm currently using the free version of ChatGPT as well. So we now got the idea of which one excels in what. So let's try out the prompts and see which one is better. So let's ask both of them to create a workout routine for myself. I'm 26-year-old male, 6 feet tall, and I weigh around 22 kgs. I need to reduce weight, I know, but yeah. So as much as I can see, they both are like nailing this aspect quite nicely. And they both kind of generated a 7-day workout routine that is for a week. So for such a general aspect, I think both of them will excel quite nicely. But yeah, ChatGPT is a lot more faster compared to DeepSeek, and it's also kind of in its early days, so that's kind of acceptable. Now let us search for something more recent, like what was the score of the last Man United game, because I'm a Man United fan. Tough times, but yeah. So ChatGPT already gave me a response. So the last match was against Fulham and they won 1-0. And the goal coming from Lisandro Martinez in 78th minute. So we got the necessary details. Whereas for DeepSeek, the server is kind of busy and unfortunately it doesn't have any real-time information. Even though I kept the search feature on, we are not really getting something. Now let's do something that I mostly need for myself. And this time we're gonna keep DeepSeek R1 on in the language model here in DeepSeek. So let me ask both of them to write a script of my upcoming YouTube video, which is a comparison between Xiaomi Pad 6 and the Galaxy Tab S9 Plus. So these are the two devices out there that I'll be comparing. So let's see how it writes down. Too many tabs out here. So when we keep DeepSeek on, it kind of has this thinking process that it does before generating the actual thing. But now let us compare how they did. Like as I can see in the ChatGPT one, many things are actually wrong with the generative thing. So it says the Xiaomi Pad has the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chipset, which is totally wrong. It has a 7 Plus Gen 3 chipset rather. So we can see errors in both of them. Same for DeepSeek as well. So the thing is, ChatGPT already knows my style, so it's kind of getting the aspects right. DeepSeek DeepSeek has no idea about my writing style and stuff like that, but still what I see over here, it's quite impressive to be honest. Like it has covered 90% of the aspects that I generally cover in my comparison videos. So yeah, points to that. Rather, let's take things further and do some challenging tasks. So I have this large PDF out here. So I'm gonna ask them to summarize the entire book into key points and let's see what they come up with. DeepSeek is kind of taking forever to actually upload the PDF as well. And to be honest, I'm not really impressed with what ChatGPT has generated. It's quite a vague thing and it didn't like categorize based on the different chapters out there. But the issue with DeepSeek is that it has a limit kind of thing. Like it is showing me length limit reach. DeepSeek can only read 42% of the PDF that I've attached. So that's kind of a bummer. But the thing is, DeepSeek kind of categorized everything based on different chapters which I might actually want to see. And I just checked the PDF and the chapters 1 to 10 were actually below. So it kind of didn't have access to that. But whatever it generated is much more beneficial than what ChatGPT did. So if you're a researcher or have to go through thousands of PDFs and stuff like that, then DeepSeek is definitely the one for you. Firstly, ChatGPT has a limit of how many PDFs you can upload in the free version, whereas DeepSeek is entirely free. So if you're a student and on a tight budget, this one is more beneficial. And also the key points make much more sense over here than the vague answer that ChatGPT gave me. So I downloaded this random math problem from Google and let's see how it solves it. In this aspect, both of them kind of did well. We got the answer. However, it was again a bit slower in DeepSeek. But yeah, we're getting the results. And also I just hit the limit of the free plan in ChatGPT because I've uploaded so many stuff. I'm not a coder myself, but let's try a code as well. So let's ask it to write an HTML code for a Tetris scheme and they both kind of did. DeepSeek kind of gave me like JavaScript and other codes as well, although I didn't really ask. So let me use one compiler to see if the code is actually running. And we legit can play Tetris as you can see over here. And yeah, it kind of functions with the arrow keys. So yeah, the code is actually working as you can see. Now let's paste what DeepSeek generated for us. And it has generated nothing, just Tetris, and the score is written nothing else. I don't know what's wrong here. So yeah, please let me know in the comments what I messed it up because it is supposed to run. So yeah, please let me know. So let us see if they both can store information for future references as well. So I have asked both of them to add this to their memory that I like pizza more than burger. And as you can see, memory has been updated over here. Now let us give them a counter prompt like what do I like more, French fries or pizza? So ChatGPT straight away said that it knows that I like pizza more than burgers, but it doesn't know my preferences regarding French fries. Whereas DeepSeek gives me the same old answer, server is busy. So as an AI, I don't have access to your personal preferences unless you share them with me. Although I just did. Can DeepSeek at all save data in their memory? Let us ask both of them. So ChatGPT gave us the answer. We can't really save memories over here. So for people like myself, I really rely on the memory feature of ChatGPT. Like I have asked it to save certain styles that I use so that I can use it in future prompt without having to mention it again and again. So that kind of speeds up my process, but we can't do that in DeepSeek as of now. So generate me a photo of rabbit eating bananas. So ChatGPT again did the job. Quite a cute photo that is. But the server is again busy for DeepSeek and I don't think it can actually generate photos as of now, that is. So we are still in the early days of DeepSeek, but what we can do in the free version of it is insane totally. So at the start of this video, when we asked which one is better, we actually got the right answer out there. So DeepSeek is the one if you have to do a lot of research and you have to upload a ton of photos and other documents to generate queries regarding that. But ChatGPT is better for like day-to-day conversations and stuff like that and more creative things, of course. So if you're a student and you need to upload your PDFs to summarize and stuff like that, use DeepSeek. It will like help you get rid of the paid plan of ChatGPT. But for an average user where you just have to generate certain things and simply have a conversation, then ChatGPT is still the clear winner. So is DeepSeek the ChatGPT killer? Well, the answer will vary based on your use case. So if you're a student, then DeepSeek is the one for you. Upload your PDFs and get all your stuff done. So whereas if you're a creative like myself and you need ChatGPT to remember certain things like your style and preferences, then yeah, continue using ChatGPT as of now. Even the free version offers a lot in this aspect. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what DeepSeek has in store in the future as well. And now if you want to know about this secret app that I use every day in my life to help me stay super productive, click here on this video and together let's make 2025 the most productive years of our life.